My child, awaken, awaken. You are being called back. Your work is not done yet. Awaken, rise. You are going to see darkness in front of you. There's nothing, and you feel this deep, deep calm, but that voice calls to you, the voice of Mother. And slowly light begins to enter your field of vision again as you realize that you are stuck fast to a tree.
Is this one of those dreams Mother spoke of? No. No, this is real. I am here. Rusty is recombobulating. Rusty has been completely shut down, truly, up until this moment, having no recollection of anything other than those fading moments of trying to repair that crystal underneath that tree. Rusty struggles and tries to just get up naturally.
Mm-hmm. Rusty finds that they are standing, but now firmly encased in a tree that is growing not only into Rusty, but fully around them. This tree envelops you. It is, in some ways, part of you, and yet at the same time, you can feel that you and the tree are not one and the same. Maybe you're able to look down and you see your core and you see that it is cracked, but it's alive once again, and it's filled with this radiating energy that kind of fills Rusty up, and I think you're gonna feel that there's pull against the tree, that you're being kind of firmly held there. There are roots, and there are also vines, and everything about this living structure is just kind of keeping you held in place. And for a long time, while you didn't recognize it, while you didn't know it, you didn't know any of this was going on, there was a sense that time had passed, and that as this tree has grown and regrown multiple times around you, things have happened, that people have come and people have gone, and Rusty had no idea during that time that, maybe people were messing with the tree, or maybe people were even cutting it down. Nevertheless, Rusty persisted.
Can Rusty move arms at all, or are those also
They're pretty
kind of
firmly held fast, but if you want to sort of break free, I would need from you an athletics check.
athletics? Okay, let's see here. Let's find athletics under skills.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead. Roll this.
Yeah. All right. That's a pretty good roll. I think you can pretty easily snap one of your arms out of the tree, and you can maybe move your fist, your fingers. You feel the sudden freedom. You feel this sense that you have more autonomy now, and you feel stronger. Something about this tree, something about this place, something about the time that you have spent here has instilled you with more strength, more vigor, and maybe more reason to live. However, around the time that you snap your arm free, one of those little orbs comes out of the portal, and it takes note of the fact that you're moving. And it starts flashing really, really quick red and green lights, and it darts over to you. And as you are breaking free of the tree, this orb approaches, and almost immediately, with no warning, it sends out a stabilizing beam at you. And right as you've gotten this one arm free, it sends a beam at that arm that causes you to to fight back. It is immobilizing you just as much as that tree was. How do
It's
you
trying
react
to
to
keep
that?
Rusty in place.
Exactly.
I think Rusty, two things are happening. Upon that original snapping outside of the bark and growth around Rusty, I think Rusty is, in some sense, familiar with this level of strength, as if when Rusty was first brought into whatever this realm may be, it had already been after some time and depreciation had gotten to Rusty over years, who knows how many of them. But now there is a rejuvenation to and a familiarity to the strength, perhaps closer to what Rusty was originally instilled with to begin with. So there's a moment of, if Rusty truly had eyelids, there'd be like a wide-eyed, like, oh, kind of realization to that. And then the immediate perception of wrongness upon that being suppressed, as if Rusty has realized, no, that is what should be. This is not right. So Rusty is going to stretch forward, creaking, and like just dust and debris kind of falling off of his arm as he pushes forward, reaching out with the clawed grip towards this little tiny creature, resisting against it with the resist magic reaction.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. I think we'll fight with one another. This thing looks surprised, and suddenly it kind of looks overwhelmed. You get the sense that all of a sudden, this tiny little orb realizes its smallness in comparison to Rusty's strength. And I think we're gonna forego another roll, just for rule of cool. I think you can reach out and fight against whatever beam is trying to hold you back, and maybe you just get a good like palm on this orb. And what do you do?
Rusty has it in a vice grip and pulls it close to his face to inspect it very, very closely. Rusty has had, the in the past, that extended finger, like a butterfly landing on it. This time there is scrutiny and confusion and determination in Rusty to know why this is happening right now. So I would like to do a let's see, let's go, let's be looking for skills here. I'm gonna say, so I have to refamiliarize with myself with some of the differences between Pathfinder and D&D here. Should we just go ahead do a perception check here?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll perception for me. So that as a skill, yeah, you got it. Okay, cool. Okay. You look deep into this thing. And as you look at it at a surface level, with your roll, with your perception, as you're looking at it, first, you just notice that it is cogs and wheels. It's just a bit of whir. It's a bit of machinery. It's nuts and bolts. It's not like you. The orb doesn't have any kind of spark of life. You are an automaton. This is a machine. But as you look closer and as you look deeper, and with your perception check, you look into its eye, if you will. And through that eye, you see not one, but hundreds of thousands of other watchers that are somewhere else, somewhere on the other side of what you might imagine to be something like a screen, all watching you, all curious as to what you are going to do next. There's no emotion behind it. It is cold and calculating, and it is discerning. And they are judging you based on your next actions.
Rusty considers this carefully and looks into the proverbial eye, if you would, speaking to this thing, speaking to the multitudes it senses behind it, and simply says, "You will not keep me." And Rusty crushes it in its fist.
I love it. It is crushed and it falls. Maybe just nuts and bolts slipping through Rusty's fingers. Right around the time that happens, another orb blasts forth quickly from the portal, and then another, and then another, and hundreds more, dozens more, many, many, many orbs just rushing forth. They overwhelm you. They begin shooting out those little beams that hold you back, that hold you fast in place, that keep you from moving, that keep you from engaging. They are trying to force you back into the tree. They're trying to force you back asleep. Some of these beams go right into your core, and you feel as perhaps they're trying to rip the core out of you, or perhaps they're trying to force it deeper into you. They're trying to stabilize you, but that crack in that core that was once Rusty's undoing, now suddenly surges with energy. And you hear once more that voice that you heard as you were waking up. And you hear as the voice says, "This I will do for you." And then there is a burst. From that crack in your core, light energy surges out of you. It vaporizes the tree. And each and every one of those orbs, hundreds of orbs that had been rushing out of the portal, they all fall. They land on the ground, their wings useless, their cogs no longer whirring. They hit the ground and they roll this way and that. They scatter everywhere. You can tell that they're still watching you. The energy that allows them to see the screens on the other side, the people who may be watching, they can still see you. But they can't move. They're immobilized. That is what Mother has done with the last of her power.
Rusty, now unimpeded, with the other arm, just snaps that bark and growth off and slowly steps forward, standing at full height for what feels like a very long time, truly imbued with strength that should have been there from the beginning. Rusty looks up. Is there a sky? Is there a ceiling here? What is Rusty seeing directly above?
Sure, you are in essentially a really big cylinder, right? And so there is a ceiling above you. It's high. It's quite high. I would say that it's probably maybe 1.5 stories. And so in this very large circular room, you're seeing a number of these little circular kind of I don't know what to call them really, pools, right? The one where the tree is basically at this point vaporized. All of the vegetation, all of the plants there, just completely devastated by this blast that came out of Rusty. But on the opposite side, you have the portal. There is a pool of sand, a pool of water, a pool of lava. In the middle, there's the pit that you once woke up in. You also see nearby some kind of tablet, some kind of, it very much looks like a gravestone. And then to the left, not far, well, actually, from Rusty's right, there's what looks like a stone table with a bunch of very small statues on it.
Yeah. I think Rusty first, before going in a circle around the room. I'll have Rusty kind of go counterclockwise around the room to inspect the different elements here.
Sure.
But beforehand, I'd like Rusty to look at the devastation of the plant life around him, because even recognizing that there was this malicious aura around this area in general, especially from these watchers here, Rusty still is going to feel a bit of regret and failure for the plant life around him. So I want Rusty to actually make a perception check or investigation check to see if there's any plant life still surviving in the perhaps charred soil around him.
Sure. Make a nature check for me.
Nature check. Oh, I don't want to do a nature check initiative here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, and your skills.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
That's a nat 20.
Amazing. Looking around you, you see that not only is the plant life here devastated, but with your amazing check, I can tell you two things.
Mm-hmm.
First, while the plant life here has been devastated, you also recognize that at one point this was artificial. These plants that are around you, these small little, leafy little brushes, they were made. They were constructed. They are, at almost a microscopic level, machines. And you can imagine that Rusty would be able to put together that they were put here by the orbs. Now, the tree, however, or the remnants of the tree that have been mostly vaporized, they were natural. They didn't come from the orbs. They came from Rusty. Rusty made this tree happen. So whatever it was that they were trying to recreate here in this little circle that had once been filled with vegetation, it's gone. It's been destroyed. Their little artificial plants, you have utterly demolished them. But the tree, as you look at it, you recognize that despite the fact that you have more or less burnt it down now, it will regrow. It's still alive, and it will come back.
Rusty kneels down, brushes some of the charred soil beneath where the tree was with one hand, and the other hand resting upon this now exposed but cracked crystal in Rusty's chest. And just says, "Our roots will be strong." Pats the ground. It gets up and moves on.
Yeah.
Because time will heal this tree. And Rusty is going to use this new gift, this new blessing of more time, to heal himself and to heal the situation that he's in.
Yeah, I love that.
So Rusty's going to move then towards the table here.
Sure.
And start inspecting what's on this pedestal.
Okay. So this table is one kind of flat piece of stone. It doesn't look like it was carved to be a table. If anything, it looks like it was taken from something else and perhaps repurposed into a table that stands a few feet off the ground, basically almost just sort of balanced on some other pieces of stone that are keeping it aloft. And there, commemorated, are a bunch of very small statues. You see like something that looks like a Colo that's probably part bunny, and you see a big kobold or a small kobold actually, with a big sword. There's some kind of monkey creature and some kind of lizard creature, and there's an elf. Many different, very small statues, if you will. But the one that is going to stand out is that you see yourself represented on this table.
Rusty chooses to pick it up and inspect it closely.
As you go to reach it, you realize that it is set into the stone in such a way that this could rotate freely as if it were on a ball joint, but that ball joint is stuck firm into the table, and so it doesn't lift out. So you can't actually pick it up.
Rusty chooses to, just out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
rotate it then to see if this is something that can be moved and interacted with at all, to
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah, as you rotate maybe your own little statue, maybe you rotate some of the other ones, um, there doesn't seem to be any mechanism that you can tell. This isn't kind of like a locking combination that you can like, especially with Rusty's hearing. I feel like you would be able to listen so carefully. You're not hearing any kind of clicking or snapping into place of anything. These just seem to be spinning freely but still set into the table.
So Rusty recalls that when he first arrived here, there was only, and this is me also as a player recalling, only one other figure at the time, and now there's 10 of them here.
Yeah.
Rusty, seeing himself now, is putting pieces together and thinking, others too have experienced this fate. Am I alone? Are there others here? Rusty sees that there's the different pools, different circles around the room, and seeing that he was so squarely imprisoned, I'll say imprisoned in one, there's now curiosity to see if there are any other souls that are trapped or stuck in these other circles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, making a way around the room, gonna start going to this one here.
Yeah. You approach a pit of what looks to be lava, and it seems to be giving off heat. But I think with Rusty's new powers and new kind of perception of reality, I think Rusty's going to pick up rather immediately that this too is not lava. It looks like lava, and just like the plants that were around your tree, it seems to be a very convincing recreation. So while it feels like it gives off heat, it's not actually hot.
Rusty is going to reach in almost as if trying to just scoop some water from the river.
Mm-hmm.
Just scoop some of this quote-unquote lava into his palm.
Yeah, and you come back with a handful of what looks to be lava, and yet it's not affecting you or burning you in any way.
Rusty, let me ask this: how is it? What's like the clarity of it? Is it more like an orangey liquid, or is it definitely appear and seem like a solid and like obscured thing? Is there anything visible that could be seen within this pool at all?
I think to what we would think of as the naked eye, it does appear to be lava. It gives all of the indications that it is lava.
Okay.
Yeah. So it seems at every level like this really is just a chunk of liquefied magma.
Okay. Rusty notes this and cautiously moves on to see what else may be hiding things behind their respective illusions here. So,
absolutely.
Rusty will go ahead and move on to the next pool here, which looks like water?
Yeah, and in fact, this does seem to be water, and once again, it gives off all the indication of being cool, refreshing water. Step in it, and it makes a ripple, and it behaves exactly the way that you would expect water to behave. I think what would kind of strike Rusty kind of immediately, though, is that while this looks like water, it's not nourishing. If you were to drink of this water, it wouldn't sustain you because ultimately it's just an illusion.
Is there anything visible in the water here? This should be clearer to look through.
Yeah, you don't really see anything. It just looks like a calm pool of water.
Rusty notes this and goes to the saving this portal for last because it looks familiar enough to Rusty that there'll be the memory that that's the ticket out of this particular area.
Right.
Rusty will explore this. Is it snow here? What is this?
It's sand, actually, but it's
Sand.
not. Yeah, but it's not only sand, because also there is a small cyclone that just slowly rotates around this sand, just gently lifting the sand up and dropping it back down. And I think Rusty would recognize immediately that this isn't sand. That the trick here, the illusion here, is not that it is a big pile of sand, but it is air itself captured here, air kept in this space. And so I think it dawns on Rusty that you had wood and fire and water and now air. That this is some kind of representation of the elements.
This is so similar, but it's almost as if whoever put this here has never directly truly experienced these elements, but has knowledge of them and can approximate what they are. Considering this, Rusty goes to complete the circle here towards this tablet or such at the top.
Yeah. This looks very much to be a maybe mortuary tablet of some kind. It's perhaps a monument to maybe someone who has passed away or maybe somebody who has died. The architecture of it is weird and different, and while it kind of resembles a gravestone, it's also cut in such a way that you don't really recognize the culture that would have made this. It's just not kind of pinging in your circuits that this would be some kind of human tomb or gravestone or dwarven or elven. You just can't place what culture would bury people under this kind of tablet. And written on this tablet is a small kind of bit of a poem, right? Or some kind of maybe memory. And it says, "A woman devoted to the life of preserving death, that no one may live past their time, that those who reach their time shall rest, and we will rest, and we will rest, and we will rest." And that's all it says.
Rusty finds himself repeating those words. We will rest. We will rest. We will rest. Kind of gliding fingertips along the words. Then reaching the bottom. And there's a bit of a clenched fist there. Not out of anger, but out of a newfound determination. We will rest when it is our time. And Rusty goes towards the first of these automatons, these watchers here, because they're not automatons, they're something lesser, they're something different.
Yeah, crude.
Picks it back up, sees the weakness in the wings there still, and looks back into the eye and speaks to those multitudes once more. Yeah. You do not decide when I rest. And Rusty drops it and makes his way towards this portal here.
Yeah, awesome. You feel once again that call of the portal. You feel whatever is on the other side, you are compelled to move through. I think you will find that Rusty is armed and armored. Whether these things were on you in the tree or if there's some new manifestation, you have on you all the weapons that you need. And so when you're ready, you may step through the portal.
Rusty does not want to entertain the games and whims of those that are treating lives as toys. Seeing the figures there, I almost call those amiibos. Man, I really want a Rusty amiibo now. That'd be great, huh?
That would be so cool.
Rusty does not have time for that. Rusty sees, of course, the value in human civilization of those people choosing to socialize and play and whatnot, but there's something wrong here with this bastardization of elements of nature. Approximation, but no soul behind it. Rusty is going to walk into this portal, and step forward in hopes that the next water that is seen is real, nourishing water, that the next heat that Rusty feels is the natural heat of a real, life-giving sun, the next air that fills Rusty's core. I don't want to say lungs, but there is a processing of the ether around Rusty. The next that fills up Rusty is a true healing air. And that the next time Rusty steps forth onto grass, onto soil, onto terra firma, it'll truly be the nature that Rusty is attuned to. Rusty knows that there will likely be there'll be a fight, there'll be strife. There'll be an uphill challenge to get to it, but that is with this renewal and restoral of life. That is Rusty's goal.
As you step into the portal, you feel yourself being thinned out as if you're being pulled into some long bit of spaghetti. You travel through space and stars and perhaps even time. You don't know exactly what the mechanism is that's causing this portal to be able to connect with other places. Is it some kind of magic? Is it some kind of technology? You're not entirely sure, but as you move through this space between spaces, what should be a moment for Rusty seems to last for perhaps as many as months. This long journey through nothingness in which you have time to construct your thoughts, in which you have time to consider your mission, consider what's coming, what only takes in all reality a microsecond to truly travel between one portal and the next place for Rusty is almost the span of a human lifetime. Enough time for you to truly envision getting out, getting free, setting things right, and doing whatever it is that Mother has set you on this kind of mission. In this time, you may envision a whole life for Rusty, a whole life for any other number of people who may have come through here or may forever in the future come through here, what their lives could be if it hadn't been cut short, if they hadn't been cut down at their time, before their time. It's hard to guess. But through this whole span of time, as you are moving through just 1 nanosecond, you have time to consider what's coming. And what ultimately does come is you feel that feeling of light on you, that feeling of true sunlight, true warmth, and true life. And in the distance, you hear and feel the moving of leaves and life. And yet, it's not life, and it's not light, and it's not air. And in the reality, as you come to in some new place, as you step through that portal and enter into some new realm, you realize that this too is just an illusion. And so, you see a clearing. In that clearing, you're going to feel the sun above you. You're going to feel the air around you. You're going to see trees, but you're also going to see werebat creatures that are going to immediately move to attack you. So we're going to go right into combat.
All right, we're rolling initiative here?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
And you also have Battle Cry, so you can mark one of these creatures and affect them with Battle Cry.
Mm-hmm. Now, help me out here quickly. A little bit earlier when I accidentally rolled initiative with nature, it looks like I can maybe choose which of these I can roll initiative with. Is that just a free choice I have, or is that standard?
That is sort of a free choice. Under normal circumstances, initiative is based on perception, right? However, if you convince me, there are reasons that you could potentially use something else as your initiative roll. So one of those reasons might be that you're stealthed, right? Under a normal circumstance, anybody who's in a Pathfinder game and they happen to be stealthed, if their stealth is higher than their perception, they could roll stealth as their initiative, right? Now, I will say in your case, perception is going to be the best roll that you can accomplish. The only other one would be intimidation, which is equal. And I would allow you to roll intimidation in this case if you wanted to enter with your battle cry and with all of everything that you've been through. If you prefer to roll intimidation for your initiative, that makes a lot of sense for me.
In this instance, and I'll wait to... I'll say what Rusty does, because I think the intimidation, it also depends on how these creatures, whether they're also real and brought into this approximate world. Rusty is going to, I think, have some faith that not everything here is completely and totally illusory, and knowing the past interactions with creatures, especially these packs of creatures that can be hunting together. Rusty stands up tall, makes himself not literally bigger, but tries to give that larger, imposing presence, and making that role kind of shouts out not to any one of these creatures, but to all of them, and to the world around him. These illusions will not impede me.
I love that. I'm going to roll initiative for all of them. Actually, before I do, ordinarily, you have this battle cry ability that would cause one of these creatures to be demoralized. And so basically, you are going to be able to target an enemy with T, and then click the demoralize action from your sheet, right? So target T, and then click demoralize.
All right, I'm going to choose this southern one here.
Okay.
We will demoralize.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you have demoralized them. I am going to, as a free choice, yes. Okay.
I see.
Yep, so written there is this intimidation. Okay, wow. Wow. It's another natural 20. Okay.
At least one of them is shook.
Fascinating. Okay, I'm making a couple decisions here.
I love it when you make decisions.
Yes. You have gotten a critical success in this intimidate check against this one creature, but you've also kind of entered the scene with this like furious proclamation, and I think that I'm going to give them all demoralize. In fact, yeah. So
Rusty is not pulling any punches, anything.
I love it. All right, so now I'm going to roll initiative for all of them. Okay, one of them actually is going before you. Two of them actually. Okay, so so two of them will get their action first. With their condition, so you're gripped by fear and struggle to control your nerves. The frightened condition always includes a value. In this case, that's 1. You take a status penalty equal to this value to all of your checks and DCs. All right, so they're getting a negative. It's gonna be harder for them to affect you. They do have a 25 fly speed, so he can definitely make it right up to you. And I think it's just going to attack you. It's just going to go right into attacking you, despite being clearly rattled, 100%. So it's going to make a melee wing strike at you. You are targeted. Okay, it misses. It does it again, and it critically misses. All right. The next one is up here. It can also make it to you, and it will make a fang check at you, attempting to bite you. It critically misses, and I'm going to end its turn there with a critical miss. So that brings us to you.
All right. Immediately seeing two creatures approach, Rusty, wasting no time, is going to use a first action to assume the point-blank stance in order to pick off these enemies quickly nearby. And with two of them here, I think it's appropriate to use the next two actions as a double shot, attacking in succession, one strike against each target.
Okay.
So we got our double shot here. Actually, I think I need to click the point-blank. Here we go.
Okay.
We have used point blank. Oh, I apologize. I used that twice by mistake.
Oh, no worries. Okay.
And we're going to use the double shot now.
Okay.
In that case, targeting first the northern one. The first of the double shots.
Okay.
Flips out for a 29 to hit.
That's a critical hit. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, roll that.
Let's
critical
roll that
damage
critical damage.
Okay.
High roll on damage, 38.
Yep.
And before Rusty even registers the reaction of that first werebat, targeting the southern one here, lets out the second strike.
Okay, also a critical. Wonderful.
Another critical.
Okay. 2 great hits. Wonderful. Okay. I believe that's going to be the end of your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. All right. All right. So the next of these werebats is going to take its action now. Let's see. It can easily move to you, and then it is going to make a wing. No, that won't work. However, you are now flanked, sort of that on my side.
And
I'm gonna make a
penalty on that.
I am going to make a wing strike at you. Okay.
That does hit.
That does hit. All right. So. Hits you for 10. So we'll have you take that damage.
Okay. Got my health reduced.
Did you hit the damage button?
Oh, I typed it in the
Oh,
screen
okay.
here. Let me do this one here. Let me do this one here.
That's fine. It's all good.
Now I'm back to 1. I doubled it up. I'm just manually typing it in and going from there.
Okay. All right. Perfectly fine. No worries. All right. This bat still has one more go, so it's going to attempt to bite you now. And it will critically miss. All right. So that means I just have... I have 2 left. I have chances.
Rusty, it gets hit by the wing, and as Rusty is flanked on all sides, just batting it away, and just narrowly dodges this bite that's going for Rusty's face.
Nice. This next one... Yeah, it can definitely move here. They are just swarming you, unfortunately.
They are.
So it moves down. This is becoming a difficult situation for you, and I'm going to hit you with a wing. That is a critical miss, so we're going to end the turn there. And then last little guy to go moves up. Same thing. Exactly the same thing. Critical miss. Okay, end of turn. Now, before we go back up to the top of the round, I want Rusty to kind of notice that these bats seem to be really one-sided in their kind of thinking in this. They're just kind of like rushing in and attacking, almost without reason. And from a certain point of view, I think Rusty's picking up on the fact that that's a little bit weird. It's a little strange the way they're behaving. I think maybe you noticed this last time too, that they don't seem to have a whole lot of rhyme and reason to what they're doing other than just like attack. And that's all. So
yeah, this is not the behavior of pack hunters. This is the behavior of, if anything, almost rabid animals, but they're still focused enough to go only towards Rusty instead of trying to go against each other, which is what would be more familiar to Rusty, seeing rabid animals like fight amongst themselves. Really anything that's moving or perceived as a threat would be what they'd be going for. But despite this difference, they are still one-minded enough to only go towards Rusty, and Rusty, not knowing if these are also illusions or if these are animals being controlled beyond what is natural for them. Those deep down hunting instincts are going to come out to, at minimum, put these out of their misery. And staying focused himself, almost disregarding the other ones that are almost crazily trying to attack and bite Rusty. Those same 2 that were attacking earlier, Rusty is going to launch off another double shot. Okay.
Technically, they should move before you, but I think in this moment, I'm going to let you go first. I'm going to move you ahead of them in initiative, just because whatever's going on with these, I think you are picking up that there's something weird going on. And in this moment, in this battle, in the heat of everything, I think you're just going to boost yourself forward in initiative just slightly.
Okay.
Just because you have this feeling of like, no, absolutely not. Not today, not me, and not these creatures. So yeah, go for it. Hammer those two.
The entire situation is unnatural.
Mm-hmm.
Roll to hit on the first one.
Yep, that is a critical. So
rolling damage.
Wonderful. It's down.
Then going for the bottom one here, attacking once more.
Yep. Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll just damage.
Just the damage.
Okay, that is not a lot of damage, so I think it's still standing. All right, so it's still up. You do have one more action.
One more action, because I'm still in the point blank stance. I think Rusty is letting passion and drive get ahead of himself, and while there is that slow bubbling of nature's fury, and I think we're going to see that as we go on with Rusty, this nature's fury. Keep that in your mind, folks, watching at home. I think Rusty is going to center himself a little bit, look at this one that wasn't killed quite right away, and with this renewed focus, concentrating with Hunt Prey. That way the next shot won't miss.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, excellent. Love that. So now, fortunately or unfortunately, it's going to get some attacks on you. It's going to ultimately get 3 wing strikes at you, and I think we're going to see that kind of throughout everything that we're going to see next, that next happens, that they're just going to attack very blindly. So the first one goes for you. It's a miss. It goes with the map. And with the map, it's still a miss. It goes with the final map with a -8, and it critically misses. Move on to the next one. Again, 3 really quick attacks. Goes for you. It misses. They're just flapping wildly at you. This one hits, so it is going to get some damage on you. It'll deal you 8 damage. So you just take that damage.
Taking
Wonderful.
that.
And then it attacks yet again, critically misses. Go for the 4th one now. Same thing. Critically misses right away. I let it lose its turn. The last one attacks, flaps at you. It misses. Flaps again, critically misses, end of turn, and that brings us back to you.
All right. With the... I almost said a hunter's mark here. With the Hunt Prey on this bat here, it's going to be more calculated. There's going to be deadly aim first.
Okay.
Oh, that's a range strike. I can still do that since I'm in the the point blank stance, correct?
I believe you can. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it doesn't prevent you from being able to do that. So good.
All right. Seeing this creature weaken, perhaps there's even a hole or two in its wings with the arrows that were shot. No vital points, but definitely messing with its ability to stably fly in the air. Rusty is going to take that deadly aim and launch a strike.
Wonderful.
With action number 2.
Okay. Wow. Is that a nat 20?
That is in fact a nat 20.
All right. I'm gonna roll up on the critical hit deck for you, and we'll see if anything cool happens. All right. Okay. That's honestly not going to help you very much, so I'm going to do it another way. Okay, so you get what's called overreaction.
Overreaction.
It says you would deal just normal damage, but the target triggers reaction as if it just used a move action. It's also flat-footed until the end of its next turn. So, do you have reactions?
Let's see. The main reaction I'm seeing is the resist magic one, but if
Okay.
there's like another one I could be doing, I'm double checking my character sheet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think just the resist magic.
Efficiencies. I think so.
Yeah.
And that doesn't seem to be particularly useful
Okay.
right now.
Based on that, I'm going to have you just go ahead and roll the critical damage.
Okay.
Okay. Definitely kills it. It's very, very, very dead. I think, though, I love the flavor of that overreaction. I love the idea that Rusty is just so locked in this moment, and is just almost, in a way, almost just as blindly taking these things down as they are blindly attacking Rusty. And I really like this idea that, maybe your frustration at everything that's going on is just causing you to fly volley after volley after volley at these things. So I do believe that you still have 2 actions left.
I think that was actually just one action because I took the deadly aim first, and then I did the attack. So I do have one more left. In that case, Rusty is going to look at the one immediately south, the first one that Rusty truly tried to intimidate here, to demoralize, and does the hunt prey on that one.
Okay. So actually, the deadly aim as an action allows you to attack as part of it. You make a strike against the hunted prey, blah 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 blah.
Okay.
So that's still one action. So then you can hunt prey and then do another attack.
I think what I'm debating if I want to do that or if Rusty actually wants to use invisibility.
Okay.
To perhaps make it more difficult for these creatures to attack.
Okay.
I think that's what Rusty's going to do.
Oh, invisibility is actually 2 actions, so you won't be able to do that this turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood earlier. In that case, I was thinking in place of the hunt prey.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in place of hunt prey, instead, Rusty is going to trigger the invisibility to hopefully confuse these creatures, which they don't seem to be right-minded in the first place. So even though Rusty isn't moving per se, it would likely affect their ability to actually go towards him.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. So, I don't think that you have to do anything here. Illusions bend light around the target, rendering you invisible. Makes you undetected to all creatures. Yeah.
And there doesn't seem to be concentration behind this one either. So even if they did manage to scratch or bite Rusty inadvertently, if there was any movement, unless they're like literally holding on to Rusty, I think that it should still be advantageous.
Absolutely. Great. Yeah, and concentration doesn't actually work the same way in Pathfinder anyway. So, all right. I have some good news and I have some bad news. Just as it happens, these werebats have echolocation. Which means,
that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, they're able to use their hearing. And I think using their hearing, I think what I want to do, so you are going to be hidden to them due to their echolocation ability. So each one is going to have to make a DC 11 flat check. I'm just going to do that for each of them. And then the ones that make it will ultimately just attack you. So 1, 2, 3, here they are. Flat check, that's a fail. Flat check, that's a fail. No way. Okay. They all failed. They don't know where you are, even with their echolocation. Maybe their echolocation isn't working well for some reason.
I like to imagine it as they're so chaotically flapping all around each other that their signals, if they were more of their right minds and could operate with those pack tactics, they wouldn't be getting in each other's ways, kind of fluttering and flapping around each other. I think there's a bit too much chaos from these mindless creatures
Mm-hmm.
to have it be effective for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. So that brings us back to you. I'm going to have them lose all of their attacks. There's nothing that they want to do. They don't want to leave. They don't want to move. They don't want to reposition. They just want to attack you. They're just not sure where you are. So we'll go right back to the top of your turn.
All right, Rusty is going to take advantage of this by getting some movement in. So the first action is going to be moving, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5 spaces this way to get some space here.
Mm-hmm.
And then targeting the closest one. Action number 2 is going to be, should I go for the deadly aim or should I go for the hunt prey? I think Rusty is going to take the more collective stance now that it's a little bit separated from the chaos. Do the hunt prey first.
Mm-hmm.
Because the deadly aim does include a strike. So, hunt prey, then deadly aim.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and get that strike in.
Okay.
33 to hit.
Beautiful. All right, roll that critical damage for me. 44. Not quite enough to kill. Very close. Very close.
Not quite enough. Okay.
Yes.
This is this is the end of Rusty's turn. That was the third action, and I'm hoping that the invisibility. How should I put this? I'm hoping that they're not so right of mind that they could discern. Oh, the attack came from that way.
Well, bad news on that front, actually. So the invisibility spell actually ends the moment you take a hostile action. So,
Oh, right.
yes. So effectively now they can see you.
Okay.
Now there's good news. I think that's 20. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I think they can all move to you. So they are going to get attacks in. So I think the first one is going to come in and attack. They're still just kind of mindlessly flapping their wings at you. So that's a critical miss. It's going to lose its turn. The next one moves up here with its full movement. And also critically misses you. This one will flank you here. And also critically misses. It's you again.
They are not doing well.
And again, I think that it's evident at this point. I think Rusty really has an edge here because you're seeing through this. You're seeing through the illusion. You're almost seeing the code a little bit. And so it almost makes sense that they're acting on an instinct. You're able to predict it.
Right, so all of them having taken their turn, Rusty is going to focus on picking off the weakened one, immediately going for a deadly aim on the green one once more.
Okay.
So we will roll that to hit.
That's going to hit.
24 to hit, regular damage though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll that.
Okay, that's
It
still
is
going to
19 enough to take it out.
Yep, definitely. So you have regular strike on it. You roll that, it misses. And you'll have one action left. So you could attack the other one with the third map if you want.
Yes, Rusty will go ahead and with the third attack the other one.
Also a miss. Wow.
Another miss. Okay.
Okay. All right. So these last two, I think there's just a hesitation, just one moment of hesitation where you see both of them almost seem as though they're perhaps breaking their programming. They're not acting by instinct, even for just one moment. But it seems like it really quickly just kind of moves right on. Whatever it was that caused them to have just a moment of doubt, they go right back into trying to bite you. And so the first one attempts a bite. It critically misses. The second one will do the same thing. It's going to just fly up to you, try to bite you, and it also critically misses. Really badly in this case. It's a nat 1, I believe. So.
Oh, golly.
Yeah. All right, so you again.
All right. First, Rusty needs to collect himself. Going to hunt prey on the gold one for action number 1.
Perfect.
And then going to go for a regular strike on it.
Perfect.
Target is hunted prey. It's rolled hit.
It's a critical.
Critical hit. So let's go ahead and roll that damage.
40. Really good damage.
Does 40. Take it out. Yeah. Okay. Wait, does take it out or no?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Still up, yeah.
All right. In that case, since Rusty has not flourished yet, making sure we're being mindful of the flourish now. Really wanted to take it out. Goes for one more attack with deadly aim against this.
Excellent.
It's a hunted prey, deadly aim. Go for the second roll here.
Okay, that's a hit.
Regular hit. Will this do it?
15 should do it. Yes. Excellent.
Okay.
All right. This last bat.
It's mono e mono or mono e guano.
Funny that you should say that. Because
don't tell me funny with the guano. Don't say this.
But as you say that, I think it's going to use an ability. It looks around, it sees all of these other werebats that have fallen, and I think it's going to use change shape. It's going to use its ability that causes it to become a human. Now,
become a human?
Why it would do this is a really good question. Because it becomes a human and then it doesn't put up its hands and protest. It doesn't cower before you. It doesn't hold up its arms and say, wait, don't. No, instead, it just punches you. As absolutely absurd and unbelievable as it is, it uses an action to turn into a human, and then it punches you with its fist. Oh, that didn't target you. Why didn't that target you?
I mean, I don't mind if it just punches the air. That's fine.
That's weird. I can't I can't get it to target you. 19 is not going to hit you anyway. It's not a critical miss. So
can we have this being that this frothing at the mouth, quote unquote human, punches Rusty, but it's one of those punches where it lands square on Rusty's chin, but Rusty stands as tall and firm as a tree and just glares.
I think that's perfect. I think this scrappy, probably mostly naked once bat human just angrily punches you, the last of its kind, and I think that blow lands, but it just reverberates through this person's entire body, just like a cartoon that you see all of those lines of reverberation as it's like, and then it's gonna go for the haymaker. It's gonna go for the left, and it's gonna get a 14. That also is a miss. So I think maybe that one just swings wildly, and this person just looks utterly confused by whatever the heck is happening here, and it's your go.
Now, in this confusion and I'm willing to spend an action to do a perception check on this. Is there any sense of intelligence behind what I'm seeing now that it's transformed into a more humanoid shape here?
I'm not going to make you spend an action to do it, but why don't you roll perception for me?
Roll perception. Let's go ahead and that's not a feat. That's not a spell. That is perception.
Okay, 27.
27.
I think you're going to notice a couple things. I think you've been through a situation not unlike this one before, in which you recognized, even for the briefest glimpse of a moment, that these things can be to some degree reasoned with, but at the same time, whatever that reason is, whatever their ability to kind of objectively make any kind of decision might be, they are compelled to attack one way
It's like the
or
prison.
another. Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
100%, just like that. So no matter what kind of rationalization you might use, no matter what kind of diplomacy you might use, no matter how hard you might try to talk this person down, even if they relented in the moment, even if they said, okay, I'm not going to attack you, they will a moment later. And you are noticing, once again, seeing through the code, seeing through what is really going on here, seeing through the simulation. The reason that this is the case is because they're thralled. They are compelled by whatever is controlling them. And even one moment of free will is going to get jarred back into reality.
Well, having recognized that this is persisting now, Rusty lifts the bow still up in this point-blank stance. First doing the hunt prey on the werebat. Takes deadly aim, trying to shoot it square in between. We'll say right into its heart.
Sure, yeah.
Taking deadly aim and says, "I will put this illusion out of its misery. Your life, if it's still there, it's your time to rest."
Okay, that's a hit. Okay,
Rolling that
16
damage.
All right. I think I'm
Still
gonna
up? How's it looking?
It's still up. It still has quite a bit. I think I'm going to have it stagger backwards. He staggers backwards. This one arrow he just looks down and sees that arrow. Now, I do think that you have another action.
I do, and I kind of want a rule of cool something here. I'm going to run it by you, and if you say no, go ahead and say no, but I kind of want a rule of cool something here.
Okay.
Rusty, does Rusty still have a... It's just the longbow. Rusty doesn't have like a blade or anything.
No,
on him, right?
just the longbow. Now, you do have what could be rule of cool considered natural weapons, right? You are a being of metal and rust and life, and I mean literally you still have vines that are around you, perhaps jagged edges, and so if you convince me that there's something that you want to do, go for it.
I think Rusty wants to put this one immediately out of misery, and I'm picturing a scene where this werebat is weakened on the ground, looking to get up. Rusty takes an arrow in hand, walks up to the werebat, pins it down, and makeshift as if it was a knife instead, just stabs through the heart and says, "Rest." As a command, rest.
I think I'm good with that. I think I'm really good with that. I'm gonna move you forward. I'm gonna have you just mercy kill this one werebat. And in this silence, this stillness, as he goes dark and the life leaves his eye, he is replaced with a familiar door. Now, as that door appears, Rusty hears something. As the door appears, Rusty hears a voice deep in their mind circuitry. More a memory than a message, although you aren't sure whose memory it is. At first, you assume that the voice that you're hearing is Mother's voice, but there's something else to it. It's different. It's not warm and bright, but instead, it's cool, and it's filled with this kind of resignation, this not unfeeling coolness, but instead, despite the fact that it does very much resemble Mother's voice, it's also detached and it doesn't feel alive. The voice says, "Death is not the antithesis of life. Death is the long rest that brings conclusion to the infinite stories of all infinite time. Death is a respite, a farewell, and perhaps also a beginning of something new. But it is those that seek to grasp the thing we call immortality who are truly a mockery of all that is life. In fact, the true enemy of life is unlife and undeath. Do you now swear this vow to ensure none may stay beyond their time, to bring to rest those who would profane life?" And then the voice trails off deep into your mind again, becoming silent, and you are left in a simulated field with a magical door in front of you.
Rusty ponders this for a moment, trying to recall if this was something that he even personally experienced himself. I think Rusty doesn't want to swear anything right now. There's less concern over what the nature of unlife and undeath is. Maybe there's consideration if there's something akin to those around him, but that's less important than knowing that what is around right now is wrong. Call it unlife, call it death, call it undeath, call it an illusion. Rusty, being one with nature, is more than familiar with the circle of life and how death feeds into the growth of other things around. It's all connected. Rusty is even comfortable with and will acknowledge that there will be an eventual passing on his part, and had, I think, mentally made some peace with that originally. But also realizes that there is the nature of life to constantly fight for life and for one's own self-preservation, regardless of the odds and obstacles in the way. So here we have, again, this nature's fury, this fury that is the raw drive to live, reinvigorating and reinstalling Rusty. And even if it is illusory, there still is this image of this blood splatter from this werebat, this werehuman, that has coated Rusty's face almost like war paint. And it doesn't matter what's beyond that door, if it's unlife or undeath or illusion. The fury of the will to live is what's pushing Rusty forward. He walks through the door.
I was 7 when I first saw them. The Kambujin, a skilled group of acrobats who travel the land of Tsukiyame, performing amazing sword dances. When you hear their drums coming toward the village, all manner of excitement breaks loose. They inspire, they ignite, and they build the love in our community. I'm Aiko Ishiyama, and this is my journey of how I became a Kambujin and changed the world. Please join us in funding the next chapter of my journey, and together we will create something inspiring. To fund the artist, it will be a beautiful digital adventure. There's merch and more in the description below, a part of the Kickstarter add-ons after you check out. And if we make it to our first stretch goal, then we'll be able to make a floppy comic. How amazing would that be? Please join us and travel to a land far away from ours, in a planet all its own.
You step through this door into a place where you have been before. You have seen this place before, and you know that this is V-Tality hoard, her library. And although you probably don't know it, you may sense that it is also her prison. You see around her the collection of many beautiful things that she has here, the artifacts, the relics, the books. You smell the pages and you recognize that this is no simulation. This is real. Everything in this place is as real as you are. From somewhere deep inside, you hear movement, but you don't see her, not right away. So I'm curious what you do as you step through the door and you have but a moment to yourself to compose yourself before you see her again.
Are there any books with like immediately noticeable titles or anything, or any? If I were to do like what's immediately within arm's reach of Rusty to look at, because V-Tality seemed not too protective of the books and such per se, but definitely enough where she would perhaps swipe a hand away and say no, don't touch.
Mm-hmm.
Rusty, in I think not quite desperation, but just wanting to take maximum advantage of the opportunity, is there anything within arm's reach that particularly stands out to touch, hold, or inspect in even the second that he might have?
Yeah, absolutely. I think looking at these books, whatever's written on the spine, I don't know how many languages Rusty may know, but these are not written in languages that are particularly, evident. You don't see, anything that you easily recognize. They have lots of scrawlings on the side, and you can see really clearly, because I think you're intelligent enough. Rusty would know these aren't all written in the same language, and there doesn't seem to be a rhyme and reason. There isn't one like section of a bookshelf that's like, well, all of these have similar runic or similar logographic characters. They seem to be just completely haphazard. But perhaps you do reach up and grab one of the books and pull it down, and maybe you open it, and maybe staring at it, maybe you recognize that every page is a story, is someone's story.
Every individual page in the book is a different.
It is. In each
different
one,
text.
Each one it would be written in a different hand. Each one it would introduce who the person is. It would give their name. It would give an approximate time of when they arrived, and there would be inscribed there some kind of story. Every page, one page for one story.
But not Rusty.
Yeah.
Rusty didn't give a story.
No.
Rusty puts the book back and just calls out, V-Tality, where are you?
I think she will peer from beside a bookshelf. I think she'll see you. And in the moment that she sees you, You see in her something that you did see in those werebats that you were fighting. Not simulation, not code, not enthralled, but instead there is a sudden change in her. She doesn't welcome you here. She doesn't greet you here. She doesn't bring you tea. Suddenly, Unithasaleha throws off her jacket. This jacket that she's been wearing when you met her the last time, and unfurling behind her are these wicked-looking wings. And she darts forward, and as she does, she knocks over one of her own bookshelves. Moving through these artifacts, she moves to you, and her hand, lightning fast, goes right to your throat. She stares you in the eye, and she says, "You're dead."
I am not dead. I live. Mother's will, Mother's life flows through me. Not you, not those watchers. No one is going to stop me from getting home. Release me.
She looks down at your core. She sees the crack there. And slowly her eyes trace back up to your face, and her grip lets go. Her strange wings kind of pull back in behind her. Suddenly she looks embarrassed, confused. She takes a few steps back, and once again she grabs her jacket, throws it over her wings, almost as if she's ashamed. She turns back and she says, "You're right. You're not dead. You have something about you that you shouldn't be here, and yet I don't sense undeath around you, and so I'm not compelled to help you rest. I'm sorry."
You shouldn't be here either. This place is wrong. Here, it's not as wrong as those illusions, those beasts, those false elements. But there's still wrongness here.
For the first time in thousands of years, perhaps longer, Unithasaleha looks weak. She shrinks. Her horns look smaller and less foreboding, and she shakes her head and she says, "Here is all I have. This is all I have. I have nothing else."
If you have nothing, then you can gain anything. Do you try to leave? Do you try to fight?
I try to do what is asked of me. I try to do what is commanded of me. I am meant...
By who? By who?
I don't know.
Who put me here?
I don't know. I don't know. But who put you here and who put me here, I don't think they're the same. I don't think it is the same. I think I am being punished, but I don't think you are being punished. I think you are being watched.
I know. I've felt them. I've seen eyes.
The bugs.
I've felt eyes on me in nights. In the forest, you can feel the herds, the packs, circle around, considering if you are the meal or not. And I've fought against those hordes before, and I've fended them off, but these eyes are different. These eyes feel almost as numerous as the stars in the sky, but without any of the light.
I don't know how we are connected. I don't know why you are back. No one has ever been back before, but everything is changing. Many, many things are changing. Many strange things have been happening lately that have never happened before. I'm not going to deign to ask you to sell me a story. I don't think you would, and even if you did want to sell me a story, I don't know that I could give you anything that would truly be helpful. You're not supposed to be here, and yet I think you are supposed to be here. I don't know what to tell you to do. I don't know what is ahead for you, but I will answer what I can. I just don't know much.
So no one else has come back.
You're the first.
I see stories. I can't read, but I can't read them. But I can tell that these are all stories, or these stories also of those figures I saw. I saw myself. I saw after I came out of that tree the carving of myself, the carving of others. 10 of us. But there's
10.
that's 10 out of how many thousands of stories you might have here.
If not hundreds of thousands. 10? I don't know why there would be only 10. But there have been many, many more. Many more. Nearly an infinite number. It is, well, beyond even my imagining. But all of these stories, everyone's stories, every page of every book in this place, I keep them. I preserve them so that they may survive forever. When they are gone, it will be I who remembers them, because that is my task. That is my destiny, and perhaps it is also my punishment. But I do it gladly. I keep these stories gladly so that they may live forever, even if those who once told them do not.
Rusty brushes Peyton with just fingertips along one of the spines of the books and asks, do they need to live forever? Do they need to exist forever, or can these memories be let go, just as the cycle of life we let go and return to that?
Perhaps. I don't know. How am I to judge which stories should live forever and which stories should vanish? It's not my place.
Does your place have to be here?
I have nowhere else I can go. I cannot leave. There is the door that brought you here, the door back, and there is the door that brings you forward, and it brings you forward. When I leave...
You try to leave? Have you tried?
Her shoulders slump a little bit. She nods and she turns to the door forward, the door that you would take to go onward.
Mm-hmm.
She opens that door and appears in the door behind you.
Rusty looks back and forth, confused by the spatial distortion going on. No. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. Life is meant to roam. Life is meant to go and explore and grow. You are taking the memories of lives for yourself, but where is your own life? Where is your own memory? If you cannot grow yourself, if you cannot live yourself, you cannot live. You cannot be alive. This is not life. This is wrong. Rusty offers a hand.
She takes it.
Find a way with me. Find a way to get out with me.
If I can, I will. I will go with you. This is not... This vow that I took, I don't know who I promised it to. I don't know who is punishing me, but I have taken a vow before. I now preserve stories, but I once promised something else. It's so long ago I can't remember. But now, I will try. If I leave, I come right back. I've never been able to go anywhere else but here. This is my only lair, but how would we do it? How would we break the magic?
The magic. The magic. Rusty walks up to Unithasaleha and gets a strong forearm grip on her. Like they're almost going like a handshake, but just holding on closely.
Yeah.
And Rusty says, "Walk through the door with me. Don't let go. Hold on tight."
I will. And she indicates forward, the opposite side of the room. She says, "It is through that door. That is the door that you need to take. That is the door back behind you. But this is the door forward. You will not be able to go through the door behind."
There is no going back. Time, life. It is only supposed to go forward.
Yes.
Rusty pulls along, holding tight, holding on, almost painfully, as if there's a desperation there for something to break in this system, this captivity that's putting him down, putting Unithasaleha down. Even if they are different captors, even if they are different systems, everything here is suppressing life and the will to live and will to grow. And surrounded on all sides by that, Rusty is clinging on to the one semblance of true life that he can see, and walks forward in hopes that she'll still be by his side when the door closes.
With every step that Rusty takes toward that door out, toward the next place, with every movement, Rusty can feel this sense of regret growing, this sense of sadness. It makes Unithasaleha, who is a slight thing, who seems to weigh nothing whatsoever, with every step closer to that door, she feels heavier until Rusty seems to be holding the weight of a star. He pushes forward, pushes toward the door. And if by some magic or by some will, she seems to be being pulled back, the door is right there. Rusty can reach out and grab the knob, continuing to just hold her as whatever it is pulling her backward. And I think as Rusty's hand just hits that knob for the door going forward, I think you have one moment where you can either decide to force this, to stay on this path, to go forward and to attempt to force her out of whatever this magic is that's holding her in, or to take a step back and reconsider.
I think Rusty wants to make a check first, to see if any of this resistance is strictly from whatever this force is, or if there is any resistance coming from her in this. Because she was saying, yes, I swear I'll go, I swear I'll fight. But there might be the resistance still from her not wanting to go forward, and Rusty wants to reaffirm that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's have you make Gosh, this is tough because my instinct here is to have you make an Arcana check, and an Arcana check is going to be really hard for you. It's going to be really hard for you. I think what I want to have you do though is I think I would like to have you make a religion check here in this moment. Yeah, it's not going to be very much better. It'll be a tough roll, but let's leave it up to the dice and see what happens here.
We're rolling.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What I'm going
to... not the strong suit.
No. Without making any connections whatsoever.
How badly do I want this? I have hero points.
That's a great point.
How badly? I think Rusty has sheer force of will here, needing to desperately wanting to understand. I know these hero points are probably going to be useful mathematically for combat, but it can't just be the continual fighting and combat and taking of life, because Rusty also feels that this is what those Watchers want. That's what has been happening and what continue to happen unless something different happens. Rusty's going to expend a hero point to reroll this.
Okay, before you reroll, I'm going to have you expend that hero point, and I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
In the past, I have always said, when using a hero point in combat, what I allow people to do is to either expend a hero point and reroll, or to expend a hero point and simply take the next level of success. Now, you have two real interesting options here. One of those interesting options would be you could re-roll on the off chance that you roll maybe a 19 or 20. And if you do, you're going to get a lot of interesting information. Or you can use that one hero point and instead opt for just a regular success. Just roll that up to a regular success. It won't be a critical success, but you'll still be getting something out of this.
Thinking. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We are re-rolling.
Okay. $17. Okay. That's really good. That's really good.
It's good. I'll take it.
Definitely a success. 100%. So, all right. This is what's going to happen. You are looking at her, and you do see in her that she wants this. She wants to move forward. You want to move forward. She wants to move forward. She wants to move on. And now, in that moment, you once again hear this voice. Not the voice of Mother exactly, but the voice that you heard before you entered here. And that voice says, she swore. She once swore. She took a vow. She upheld that vow. But now, she has to go back on her word before she can go forward.
Rusty finds himself audibly repeating those words. Audibly enough that she would hear as well. Back on your word before you go forward. Back on your word before you go forward. What is holding you back? What is holding us back?
She shakes her head, looking weary, looking as heavy as she now feels. And she says, I always go forward.
You always go forward. Rusty lets go a little bit, actually, and there's a little bit of stumbling, as if the pressure they're fighting against kind of pushes them back, and they don't fall down or anything, but there is a little bit of stumble forward.
Mm-hmm.
Rusty is still holding on to V-Tality Idol.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you going forward is the problem. If your cage is forward itself, can you go backwards? Can you go back?
I don't think I can do it on my own.
I'm here.
It's now Uni that
You are not
offers.
on your own.
Uni now offers her hand.
Rusty takes it.
She turns back to the door you just came through. The door back. She waits for you.
Rusty follows. Rusty considers that just going through these doors before was just door, challenge, and if there's an opportunity to break this cycle, Rusty is going to take it.
Okay. All right. You walk toward this door. You walk toward the door that you know leads back and nowhere else. Surely nowhere else, we would think. You open the door. You step through the door. The moment that you open it, you are rushed through. You feel her hand, and for a moment, you feel like you lose her as you once more move through space and time. You once more move through this vast eternity. You hold tight, you hold fast to her hand, you do not let her go. And as you walk through this door, and you're moved through time and space, you're thrown forcefully to the ground. She's still with you. And you hit concrete that is very familiar to you.
What?
You are back in the bunker, but you're somewhere else. You're not sure where you are. You're in a different part of the bunker that you haven't seen before. And she gasps. And she says, I'm here. I'm here. How? I'm real? She looks at you with one fleeting glance. She says, don't let go. But you can already feel it. You are ripped out of this reality immediately. Wherever it is that you just landed, you are taken away.
What? No. Rusty, in that fleeting moment, still holding onto that hand painfully tight, just shouts the core essence of the drive, the nature. It's angry, but not at Uni, but at the world, at the circumstances here. He just shouts, "Live!" as he's torn away.
You appear somewhere else. You're in some horrible sewer.
Not the horrible sewer.
Some horrible monster standing on a log.
Not the horrible monster. Not the log.
And as she is ripped from you, we begin combat immediately.
Oh no.
So I'll have you roll ordinary initiative.
Ordinary initiative for an ordinary circumstance.
The battle cry is just a frustrated scream of anguish. That's wild. Okay.
Yeah, definitely doing the demoralize here
Yeah.
as a part of that. So
Okay. You'll have to roll that.
let's see. I'm trying to find where the demoralize roll is.
You got it's in the chat. So you just roll.
Oh,
the-
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I doubled up on it.
It's all good. You just roll the intimidation bit. Make sure
Oh,
you
you
target.
have to target the enemy first.
Yeah.
That's what was happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, critical success. All right, on a critical success, they're frightened 2. Wonderful, perfect. All right, so this thing is
Okay.
frightened 2. I do believe that it's initiative. Oh, it goes second, actually. So it's you. You're up. All right, so we are beginning combat, and you're there. Okay, great.
Alright, what's the distance here? We got, let me do some measuring on my screen so I
Mhm.
can see what the range is going to be like. This thing's 40 feet away
Yeah.
and on a log in this disgusting looking
Mhm.
material here.
Mhm.
I think Rusty is going to... Is there any range on Hunt Prey? I don't think so. See or hear, so
Yeah.
that's within sight. So first action is going to be to hunt prey on this target here.
Wonderful.
And I think just because the point blank is not going to come into effect quite yet,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're just going to go ahead and shoot a regular shot
Okay.
first for action number 1.
Okay.
So that will be
Okay, that's
32 to hit.
That's a hit. Great. You can roll your damage.
Roll that damage.
Okay, I will take it. Okay.
Oh, Rusty took 14 damage.
Wait.
How'd that happen?
Hang on a second. I have you both targeted. My bad.
Oh my gosh. Rusty just shoots himself in the foot. Ah! Ah!
That was on me. That was on me. Although maybe that is anguish damage from what you just went through.
I mean, my 2d8 plus 2 is exactly what stubbing your pinky toes feels like. So maybe that's what it is.
Valid.
I think for the last shot, Rusty's going to go ahead and take deadly aim for this one here.
Okay.
So we'll do deadly aim. We'll do the second strike roll.
Oh, that's a miss.
A miss on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this thing does have a ranged attack, which is awful. Har. Let's see. Its range is 30. So it would need to be there. Okay. So we are going to move it here. And then it is going to spew awful at you.
Spew awful.
Yeah, OFFAL. Blah.
Ooh.
Yeah. What is going to happen here? It attacks. Critical miss.
Critical miss.
All right. I'll go ahead and
Okay,
end its turn.
okay.
It's you.
Okay. I think first action is going to be to build some distance here. I'm going to operate on the presumption that, for now at least, the creature was on the log,
Mhm.
but hopefully cannot traverse directly over whatever this sludge is.
Okay.
So, to put some distance, going to use the first action to go 25 feet this way.
Mhm.
If I can.
Oh, I think you're
Move,
on.
I'm not-
You're on measuring.
I'm on measure still.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
just do. How do I stop it? I'm clicking.
Oh.
Clicking. Ruler.
Make sure you get the one at the top, so it looks like a little square. Looks like a companion cube.
Ah, this one.
Yeah.
Hi, arigato
Mm.
gozaimasu.
こちらこそありがとうございます。
Hi. I don't know how to say deadly aim in Japanese. I'm going to stick to English.
もちろん大丈夫です。Okay, go ahead.
I think the first action is going to be another deadly aim here.
Okay. right.
Do that. There's still the hunted prey. The first attack is going to be this. Critical miss.
Is that a nat 1?
Oh, it is a nat 1.
All right, I have bad news.
Whew.
I have bad news.
Okay.
So I will be rolling on the critical fumble deck unless you want to use one of your remaining 2 hero points. So to remind you, you still have 2 hero points left.
Yes.
The way that this will work is that you are always allowed to use 1 hero point to re-roll, like I said, or to roll something up. So you could just take this from a critical miss to a miss if you want. But at the end, when you drop below your hit points, and you would fall prone, you would die. You may use all of your remaining hero points to come back to 1 hit point. So you only need to have 1 remaining to stay alive and have a final breath.
No, I've gotten lucky enough with some past rolls here that I'm going to risk 1 critical fumble.
Okay.
Here.
All right. So let's see what happens with this critical fumble. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Oh no.
Give it to me.
Snapped string. If the attack used a weapon in the bow group, the string snaps and it requires 3 interact actions to fix. It takes your whole turn to fix your bow.
Okay. That is interesting.
Yep.
That is interesting. We will deal with this.
Okay.
We will deal with this.
I believe in you.
I believe in me too.
So you've taken 2 actions this turn. You still have 1 action left.
Let's see here. I think the remaining action is going to be some additional movement.
Okay.
Actually, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little bit this way to try to maximize the possible distance from this thing.
Okay.
I do recognize if I were to go further, it does have a ranged attack, and it probably could go across this. So just trying to statistically maximize the distance I can here.
Yeah.
So we'll stick with that for now, and deal with the bow problem afterwards.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So it cannot get to you from where it is with its ranged attack, so it is going to have to move. I also have to change the order, so it actually I have a hold on. I have one thing that I'm taking a look at here. It has fast healing, and with its fast healing, I just want to make sure that that's only happening at the beginning of its turn. Why don't I see it anywhere?
Yeah, I love that this thing's self-regenerating. That's so useful.
Yeah, right? So it does happen at the start of its turn. So it did heal for 2.
Okay, 2. I could live with 2.
Yeah. It will move down here. You seem to be right that it doesn't want to cross this sludge for whatever reason, but I think you are now in range. Yeah, I can hit you from here. I should also say that this is not the same thing as something like a regeneration, so just knocking it down is going to be enough to kill it. It's not going to come back.
Okay.
However, it can throw its awful at you again. That's a miss, and
I do not like the awful.
yeah, 1 more critical miss. Okay, so that's the end of its turn. Top of your turn.
Okay, Rusty is going to go ahead, and I think now is going to be a good time to go invisible.
Okay. Let me just check your spells. So I don't know that you have invisibility anymore. I think you've actually used that spell. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think you get to cast it again. You do have blur, which would make you concealed.
I missed that was a
consumable
spell slot. I would have reconsidered that.
I mean, it worked out really well for you.
It did. It did. I think for now, let's see. Looking at blur here, target's form appears blurry. It becomes concealed. You are difficult for one or more creatures to see due to thick fog or some obscuring feature. Could be concealed to some, not others, but you're tougher to target. Creature that you're concealed from must succeed a DC 5 flat check when targeting you with an attack or other spell effect. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and for now, to maximize our chances of being able to do something, we will use the first 2 actions to cast blur on ourselves.
Great.
And then the remaining action to put some further distance again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way.
Okay, great. Perfect. All right, going back to its turn. Gets a little bit of healing because it's nasty. And then seeing... Whoa. I healed you instead accidentally.
I mean, I don't mind if you want to. I won't say no.
I think seeing you blur and move, I think this thing is going to be frustrated, and it's going to come down here, and it's going to move onto this bridge. I'm measuring instead. I always make this mistake too. All right, it moves down here onto this bridge. It does look like it's a little bit... It's like coming for you. It wants to come and get you. It wants to come and eat you or whatever. But it does look a little bit ginger on this bridge. It takes like some careful little steps. Doesn't know if this bridge is going to support it, and in fact, it doesn't. And so the bridge comes crashing. Bridge no longer usable. It falls into this sludge. I'm gonna say that it. I'm gonna say that it takes like 10 damage. So
okay.
Bring its health down a little bit as it touches this nasty goo, and it gives out.
If this nightmare like goop monstrosity is taking damage from this goo, what is it going to do to me if I fall in?
Good question. Good question. But
I don't think it has a good answer.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I think it's going to use its final actions just to scrabble its way back up onto the shore.
Sure.
Yeah, keep in mind the lower bridge will no longer be usable. It's broken. I'm going to go ahead and end its turn there as it goes through this whole movement, fall, pull itself back out, and then we'll come back to you again.
I think at this stage, I do have to use those 3 actions to repair the bow. Yep. So that's going to happen right now.
Okay, great. You repair your bow. We once again come back to the creature. Creature gets a little bit of healing. Make sure that actually applies to the creature and not to you. It will... It's going to make 2 moves to come right up to you. Since you're all blurry and it's not happy about it, it's now going to try to do a melee attack on you. Didn't actually have to get this close because it does have some reach. But it first has to make a flat check to see if it can even see you. So let's make that check. And it failed.
Failure, okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. Really well done. Okay,
Whew.
Great recovery for you. So we're back to you again.
Immediately needing to get some distance here. I think going to use at least 2 actions. I just want to map out the distance here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if I use 2 actions worth of movements, I should be able to get all the way. Let me move. Should get all the way over here across the bridge with 2 actions worth of movement, and then from here.
Almost definitely still in range.
Yes, go ahead. I'll be doing a deadly aim to try to restart this damage cycle here.
Okay.
So let's go ahead, shoot.
That's it. Great.
32 hit. I'll take it.
Okay.
19 damage.
Nice. All right, very good. Okay, back to it. Gets a little bit of healing. It is unhappy. You have frustrated it at this point. I do think that you have lost concealed now. Da, 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 da. Oh, actually, you don't lose that for taking a hostile action.
It lasts for 1 minute. So
Okay.
is it still 6 seconds per round here?
10 rounds would be 1 minute, I believe.
10 rounds? Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Blur's longer lasting, but has a lower DC to start. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you still have Blur. It's still unhappy about that. It's going to...
Okay, cross the log.
Yeah, it's going to cross the log. I think it's going to cross the log and then it's going to spit at you. So, let's make sure you're targeted and... Critical miss will end its turn. Okay.
Whew, okay, let me measure out some movement here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that, I think. Actually, what if... the problem is, I don't want to go back down to this this bottom corner here, because I can end up sandwiched.
Absolutely.
By this guy. I do want to get distance. So this bridge right here on the very bottom, that's just totally collapsed, right?
Totally gone. He utterly smashed it.
Okay.
I'll also say getting across on his log, easy for him, a little bit harder for you.
I believe it. I believe it. In that case, I think the best bet, honestly, is to first move back across this bridge.
Okay.
Get 25 feet this way. We will do an attack from here.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead, get the deadly aim.
Oh, that's a miss.
Miss. I think we're gonna lose if we don't get this the math going in our favor damage wise of this healing. So gonna go for a regular strike.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Okay. Excellent. That's a hit.
Okay, I'll take it. Let's get the damage in. Just need to. If we're outpacing the healing, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yes. Yes. All right. Its turn.
I get scared when I see privately rolled dice.
Let's move. I think it moves up here. I think it goes to take a step on this bridge and then maybe like thinks about what just happened at the other bridge and doesn't. And instead it's just going to spit at you again. So that's a miss. All right, one
miss,
more.
Okay, we
go,
take those.
and critical miss. Okay, that's actually a full critical. So it would lose its turn, but there we go.
Does it get to do the critical fumble deck as well?
It's not really a named creature, so usually I only do critical fumbles for named creature. Okay. Then we'll do. We are going to do a critical fumble. So,
see how it's like, buddy.
All right. Critical fumble here. Let's see what happens to him. He was doing a ranged attack of some kind. So, what do we have? It tears its tendon. Until healed, it's clumsy too.
Huh.
So
what does clumsy do?
Yeah, it's going to be clumsy too for the rest of this battle, unless for some reason you allow it to get back to full hit points. So we're going to get clumsy on it. Just a second. I don't think it's in my repertoire here. Okay, so we're going to put clumsy on him. That didn't work. Here it is. Okay. Excellent. Clumsy 2. Okay. Your movements become clumsy and inexact. Clumsy always includes a value. You take a status penalty equal to the condition value to dexterity-based checks and any DC, including its AC. It's now easier to hit. Reflex saves, but also ranged attack rolls, and skill checks that would involve acrobatics, stealth, or thievery. So it's going to be harder to hit. I mean, it's going to be easier to hit. It's going to have a harder time hitting you with its spitting attack, which seems to be what it's primarily doing.
Okay. I have an idea for what I want to do next here.
Okay.
But I need some information from you to determine how viable it's going to be first.
Most certainly.
I almost want to do something about this log in the middle of this here. Obviously, just shooting an arrow in isn't going to do anything. How big is this log? Is this something that a humanoid person could feasibly move out themselves?
I'm going to check your strength. I feel like if you grabbed it and pulled it, your strength modifier is +4. I would accept... If you did an athletics roll, I would accept anything above a 25. Those are pretty good odds in your favor, because if I remember correctly, you have an athletics of something like +18.
I have 17 on 17. The athletics, I think.
17.
Yeah.
So roll better than a 3.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. First action is going to be to move down by the log here, right? And Rusty just tapping into the strength of being in the forest originally. He has had to move and shuffle around trees and logs before. There's the risk of getting into this disgusting sludge water here, but getting this out of the way is going to prevent this creature from conveniently going back and forth. So Rusty musters his strength to try and get this log out of the water, at least enough that the creature would be forced to sludge into it.
27. That's good enough. That's good enough. You remove the log, you pull it out, and you, in some way, really hinder this creature. Good, excellent. So now you have one action left. I think you could still target and attack him.
Rusty is going to go ahead, and I think now it would be advantageous to put some distance between the Ophalth in here.
Yeah.
So just some additional movement, and then once more strategically positioned, start lobbying some shots.
Okay, excellent. I think it's gonna look down at where you are. I gotta move its turn over. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to look down at where you have moved. It's going to look over to the bridge. It looks like it's maybe contemplating trying to cross the bridge, so it's back on the side that you were on. But I think it's going to second guess itself, and it's going to move all the way down here. Using
big movement.
Yeah, using 2 of its actions, and it will have still 1 little spit that it can do. However, I believe that now should be clumsy. Good. Yeah, that's affected. So it will roll clumsily and miss with a 31.
Miss. Just barely. Yes. I'll take it.
That's you.
I think before movement, there's going to be a pot shot. So just for now, go ahead, get the deadly aim strike in, just while it's clear.
Okay, that's a hit.
Got a solid hit.
Okay.
Solid damage. We take that.
Nice.
We will use a bit of movement. Go this way, kind of like standing on the edge of the log, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And from this position, getting a regular strike in.
Nice. Okay, that's a miss.
Miss. Okay.
Okay.
We're winning the numbers game right now.
Yes, it's a war of attrition a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, it will move up, and it's going to spit at you ostensibly twice. That is 1 for a hit.
That
It
does
spits
hit,
this
just
nasty
barely.
junk at you.
Ugh.
Yeah, so you take 14.
Mm-hmm.
And then it spits again, and it critically misses. So that's the end of its round. Okay.
Okay. I think it's I think we've got the name of the game here. It's gonna be hit, move until something drastic happens.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the deadly aim again.
Okay. Great. Okay, that's a critical.
Critical hit.
Wonderful.
We take those. We take those.
Oh.
Big damage too. Look at that.
Big damage. All right, that really hurt it. It's low now. It's really low.
Whew.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? I think Rusty, seeing that there was such an impact from that, is going to go a little bit on the offensive, and instead of going away, is going to choose to do more attacks here. So there will be, I think it'd actually be, I'm looking at the double shot. That has to be against separate targets, so I can't do that. So I want to go on the offensive, but if I'm thinking critically, gameplay-wise, mathematically, it'd probably make more sense if I went down instead, reduce the odds of additional attacks, yada yada. There's a game of attrition going on. There's going to be more things. They're going to try to kill me later, and if I have less health, it's going to be a problem. I'll be boring and play it safe and do a regular strike and then move.
Okay. That's a miss.
And a miss. And that's that's a momentum taker anyway, so I'll just go ahead and take that as a sign to get on down here and get this dance going.
Okay. All right. It will now move down. It seems to be getting pretty irritated about this, and it almost seems like it's considering just walking across and attacking you directly. But it doesn't do that this round, so it is going to strike at you. It misses. It's going to throw its awful again at you. Another miss, and it's you once more.
Okay.
Oh, what did I do there? My bad. Hold on.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
All right. It's all good. Did get a little healing. Okay.
Ah, yes. I've accidentally given this thing 200 extra hit points. Sorry, Law. You're going to have to really... Folks, if you're wondering why the episode is 7 hours long, you know what? I say, not realizing there's only 7 minutes left on the video, and it's something bad's going to happen to me soon.
The log was the real enemy.
Oh, law versus log. Okay. Deadly aim.
Okay.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Indeed. That's a critical.
Critical hit. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ooh. Does that do it?
Does it do it?
It does.
Oh, yeah! Let's go!
Whoa!
Woo!
Amazing.
Double critical at the end.
Amazing. All right.
Woo!
The moment that this thing falls, the moment that it dies, it crashes down, and you feel yourself again yanked through space and time. You disappear.
Not even a door, just a yank.
Yeah. You just get yanked. You still have some blur left, which is interesting, but you are grabbed and pulled, and you once again appear somewhere new. You're going to appear in a deep and dark cave, and the only light that's really being given off here is the light that's coming from you.
Oh, goody. I love dark caves. Well, not seeing anything that's immediately trying to kill me, I think there's just going to be the desire to move and explore cautiously, because Lord knows there's going to be something or other springing up. So we will arbitrarily start with this direction here. If only because this was the direction that Rusty was facing once the beast was killed.
Now, as you're moving, I just want to ask you, would Rusty have the wherewithal in this moment to maybe try to sneak?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Just be cautious with it, not trying to like run or stomp or anything.
Sure.
Just going forward carefully to see what is around the corner.
Yeah, roll a stealth check for me.
Yes. Not too stealthy with that glowing glowing gem in the chest.
Okay, but a
But
19 is pretty good.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So I am gonna say that before it sees you, you see it. You see it.
Oh Lord, do I see it?
In a lake of what looks like it may be blood. There is.
Oh, good. I love the Lake of Blood.
Yeah. There's a zombie dragon. A horrible looking zombie dragon. Now, because I'm going to say that you are stealth, it hasn't noticed you.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you like to do first before combat begins?
Golly. Trying to think if there's any particular actions I could be taking here. I'm just going through my character sheet right now and see if there's anything that would be worthwhile. I've used up Blur, so I can't use that right now. Don't have any rituals or activations, no crafting. Yes, I would like to pull up my Minecraft crafting table and try to build it now.
Makes sense, yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
It's the zombie dragon, not the inn dragon.
Right. I unfortunately don't have any mattresses in my inventory, so I can't bust it out to blow it up. Golly. I think just taking this time to carefully, slowly unsheath an arrow, knock it, get that early hunt prey taken care of.
Sure, yeah.
On this, just knowing that in some ironic way, this is another illusion and it's a bastardization of the bastardization of life, because this zombie dragon, if it's like everything else, it is also not truly real.
Yep.
And I think I almost said my D&D character's name. I think Rusty is going to go for a surprise attack here on this.
Okay.
So is there anything that I could click here for surprise attack at all that I need to be aware of, or do I just go ahead and go for the strike?
Yeah, it's going to be off guard for this round. I'm going to let you get in one shot before we actually even enter combat. I'll have us go ahead and roll initiative for the two of us. However, I am going to let you get the first shot, as it were. So regardless what it rolls. And it rolled a 25. I bet you can beat that. I'm confident you can beat that.
Let's go ahead. Let's roll that. I love. Well, we've talked about confident numbers before, and we've seen how that went last time. If I'm doing initiative, should I do the perception, or there's no real benefit for anything else?
No,
I'll do.
You want perception for sure.
Yeah.
30. Excellent. Okay.
Okay. We take that.
Yeah. So effectively,
I am not going to demoralize though, because I'm hoping there still might be an opportunity to sleuth out of there before the zombie dragon realizes what hits it.
Okay.
I'm not sure. What? Talk through with me.
I would go ahead and hit it with the demoralize, just because it's gonna stick there anyway. And there's not too many places to go here. So.
Okay. Sure. Fair.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe there's this. If I do the measure tool, there's this little wall right here.
Yeah.
Maybe if I shot, could kind of go around the corner. If this thing goes, what got me? Go over here, and I'm already over here trying to get from behind and just play this kind of song and dance around this pillar. But mechanically, it'll probably be fine to do the demoralize. So I will go ahead and get this initial strike in, and I'm gonna do the regular strike instead of the deadly aim, because I just really want to make sure I have the higher to hit here. Because deadly aim drops it down to plus 20 instead of plus 22. Now that I'm looking at it,
that's crew. You get more damage. Effectively, you would get a lower amount of to hit. Oh, it's also immune to demoralize, so you don't have to worry about the demoralize. Sorry.
Okay,
It's immune.
fantastic.
It's
Cool.
immune. Yeah, I think it's your choice either way. I will say you can only do one flourish action a round, and this is effectively a free round. You're getting a free shot. So if you did the
Okay.
deadly aim, you could actually deadly aim and then immediately deadly aim again without taking any penalties.
I like that. I'm going to do that instead.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get this roll in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was so close to being a nat 20. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Off to a good start. Let's get this damage in.
34 is great.
High rolling.
Okay. Excellent. So now it is effectively the start of your turn. So new turn.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do here.
I think we keep going with what works. We'll go ahead. It's already gotten the hunt prey on it. We'll go ahead and use our new turn deadly aim. Go for that.
Okay.
Let's get the hit in.
Okay, that's a hit. Great.
Regular hit. Let's get the damage in.
17's not bad.
Fine roll. Fine roll. And we are going to immediately move.
Okay.
I need to scout out more what's going on here. I think even in Rusty's experience, the did I take? Oh, Rusty took 34 damage. I'm not sure that's right.
That doesn't sound right.
That doesn't seem right. I just went back to the log here. I would like that back. Thank you.
No. No.
That damn pinky toe again. Ah.
Sorry, I keep having you both highlighted. That's my bad.
No, it's fine. We'll get the 50 feet this way and actually the
25 and 25.
25 this way here.
Okay.
So kind of around the corner, trying to peep this way to see what the dragon does. Hopefully its attention is going down this way.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that it is going to jump down, especially since you're blurred. I think it doesn't have a great view of you, so I think it is going to move. It does have a massive fly speed, so it takes flight, moves one action here, and then maybe just lumbers around the corner with its other action and just comes another 30 feet around. Now kind of catching good sight
There
of
it
you.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Should have. Okay. Good. All right, it's you again.
And that was 3 movement, huh?
That was actually 2 movements. It flew for 1 movement, and then,
I see.
But it is in fact slowed. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, let's go ahead, get that damage in. Want to try to win this numbers game. Let's get that deadly aim in first of all. Critical miss. No, I'm using a hero point. No.
Beautiful.
We're going to we're gonna reroll.
Okay.
We're gonna reroll outright for that
Okay.
one. Oop, I want to decrease that.
Nice.
We're going to reroll all together.
Okay, way to turn that around. Excellent.
Okay. Whew. Get that damage in.
All right, 19.
Okay,
Is not
fair
bad.
damage, fair damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do not want to have to deal with another bow snapping here. Let's... this thing has a lot of movement, so me trying to skirt around is only going to go so far. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to get another regular attack in first.
Okay. That's a miss. Okay.
Miss? That's all right. And then now I will move. I will move 25 feet this way.
Okay. Excellent. All right. I'm gonna move. I'm going to move twice, in fact. This is going to be my whole turn. I'm going to move twice and just appear right next to you, not letting you get away. And that's it. That's the whole turn. Hold on, I gotta change this carousel here. Okay, great. Back to you. All right, it's right on top of you. It smells fetid, stinking, horrible, rotten. And this is also your final round of blur.
I think it's going to be able to outmaneuver me long term, so I'm actually going to use one action here to take point blank stance.
Okay.
Just so I can be ready to deal with it when it's right on top of me.
Mm-hmm.
With it right on top of me, I'm going to use my second action to take a deadly aim at it.
Okay. Okay, that's a hit. Great.
I sure hope I can hit it this close.
Go ahead.
And let's roll that damage here.
16.
Okay. Middle damage. We take that.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier when I saw it here in this lake of blood, was it like, did it look like more like a puddle of blood, or is it like an actual like lake of blood here?
Looks kind of like a lake of blood.
Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. Just to force it to actually move a bit, I am going to move back here.
Okay.
25 feet this way.
Okay.
That's action number 3.
Okay. Dragon, your breath weapon does not have a range on it. Why is that? Are breath weapons of a consistent range? It's a cone of... I have to actually look this up. Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, it must be a cone, but 30-foot cone. Okay, yeah. We're gonna treat that as a 30-foot cone. Okay, so this dragon is going to rear back and breathe forward a wave of nauseating viscera in your direction. You will need to make a DC 30 basic reflex save. So I've put that in the chat for you.
Reflex save. Basic reflex.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a failure.
Just by 1.
Okay, you didn't critically fail, but it is going to deal some pretty significant damage to you, I think.
I believe it.
Papa, 38.
Okay, 38 hurts. Not as bad as it perhaps could have been.
Mm-hmm. And now it can't use the breath weapon again for 4 rounds. So maximum.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really, really good. And that's the end of its turn. So we're back to you.
Okay. Golly, I'm double checking my inventory. I don't think I have any healing items nor things here. I'm just being considerate of my health, which is approaching half. I think I really just need to win the numbers game here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go for the deadly aim once more.
Okay. A miss.
Miss. Not a critical miss.
Yep.
We're going to go for... Gonna go for a regular attack.
Okay. That's a hit.
That one hits. We take that.
Okay.
Low damage, though.
Low damage. Yeah. Okay.
And I think I need to move. I think I need to 1, 2, 3, 4. Hoping maybe if it's like right around the corner, maybe, just maybe, it'll miss me.
I think it's actually going to do the smart thing here, and I think it's going to
No, don't make the zombie smart.
Yes. So it's going to fly. It's going to fly down here, wings unfurled as it goes around the corner, lands, and it's going to attempt to hit you with its claw as it lands.
Also, there's no way this thing is aerodynamic. Do you see all the holes in the wings? I don't think this is disobeying the laws of physics here. Says the person that was spaghettified through time and space through a magical door.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
Okay, that is a hit. Let's see how much.
Oh, boy, howdy, that sure is.
Yikes. Okay. Took some damage. That's the end of its turn. That's the good news.
Okay. Golly. I want to consider what other actions I might have. Those are passive actions. So I'm just trying to evaluate everything that I got here. How much longer do I have on the blur, or did that already?
I believe this is the final round of blur. Okay.
This is the final round.
No, sorry, the blur has expired.
Okay, thank you, thank you. And
that's true.
I'm fine with it just going forward if we just want to make it cleaner here.
Okay.
Comes concealed. I can't use that. Golly. I think I just kind of have to do the gun and run approach, honestly. Since you're point blank, I already had the point blank stance here. I'm going to go ahead. And actually, I'm realizing, did I actually take that stance, or did I just click it? I am using it, right? I'm not sure if I clicked apply effect earlier when I was doing that.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to retroactively do that, if that's okay here, just to have it apply for calculation purposes.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, super.
Oh, it's now on twice. Okay. All right, it is effectively on, so we're good.
Yeah, I'm adopting the new point blank stance.
Very blank.
Wow. We will go ahead and in this stance take the deadly aim for pot shot here.
Okay, that's a hit.
It hits. We take that. Come on, let's get some good damage.
24 is not bad.
Okay. We take that. Okay. I am going to get some more distance in. Not point. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, it's still visible.
Yep.
And gonna go ahead and, well, maybe I'll do. Sorry, I just want to be mindful, like what's actually gonna be like visible with like the light, right?
I think you're good from where you were. I think you could hit. It's
here's gonna be fine for that.
I would say 1 over, 1 to the left.
Because that would be 30 actually from where I was.
Is it?
Let me just do the measurement here.
No, that's 25.
Oh no, that's 25.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I thought.
Okay, gotcha.
Good. And yeah,
okay.
That's still visible as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, gotcha. In that case, yeah, we'll go ahead get our regular strike in.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay, we take those.
Okay, not very much damage.
Not the 7 again. Come on, we need to win this math.
A little bit of damage. At least it's not healing. So, all right. So
true.
For my turn, we're gonna move up here. Can I hit you? My range is 10 feet. I have a tail attack. So I'm gonna attack you with my tail attack. Let's see how that goes.
Can we roll a nat 1 and just the zombie tail just falls right off because it swings too hard?
I don't think so. However,
no,
22 damage is...
22, stop!
Yeah, wow, that's a really good roll. Okay. Ouch.
Rusty.
Ouch. Okay. You're back up.
Okay. We have to do damage. We have to do damage. Let's go ahead, get the deadly aim first.
Okay.
Whoo!
It's a true critical.
That's a true crit.
Okay. Our critical hit deck. I'm going to try to draw something very, very good for you.
Come on, heart of the cards.
Let's see what we get.
Come on. XS?
You're kidding me.
XS?
Headshot.
Huh?
Triple damage, and it has a crit effect. And the crit effect is the target must succeed at a fortitude saving throw or instantly die.
What?
Okay, so there's a chance that it fails here. Okay, so headshot, triple damage, the crit effect, the target must succeed at a fortitude saving throw or die. We're going to roll this. It's got a pretty high fortitude, so it's got a plus 17, but it needs to beat a 30, so there is a chance.
So should I roll, for the triple damage, should I instead just roll regular damage and just go that? Critical doubles?
Yeah, critical doubles. So we're gonna wait. We're not gonna roll your damage first because I just want to see if you just naturally just headshot this thing and kill it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll this.
Oh my god.
It's 28.
No way.
As your arrow flies, I think one final gift from Mother. As the arrow leaves the bow, your core fires out one more arc of energy, which just spins and entwines with the arrow, which flies straight for this thing's head, hitting it and exploding it backward as it takes one wretched final step back, screams,
my,
and breaks into 1,000 pieces.
What?
And nearby, a door appears.
Oh, so now we get the door. Ugh. I think Rusty kind of collapses back a little bit and just... If there were actual lungs in there, Rusty would be hyperventilating right now. But there's definitely a realization of getting closer and closer to death's door.
Mm-hmm.
But once there is the time to process, to realize that there was still a little bit of that light left in that crystal, kind of brings the hand to the chest, pensive for a minute, gets up, looks to the sky. I know that we're in a cave here, but just shouting out to the watchers that he can still feel those eyes. You do not decide my time. He walks through the door.
Okay. Rusty walks through the door, and Rusty is going to appear once again somewhere else. Except this time, when you step through, you don't come out on the other side of a door the way that you did when you entered Uni's realm. You come out of another portal.
Another portal? Like the one I first walked into?
Like the one you first walked into. You step out of another portal, feels identical, looks the same, looks just like the portal that you came through earlier. And this is what you see. Ahead of you, there is a platform. That entire platform sits on a bunch of gears that seems to be maybe kept afloat, kept alive, kept moving by some kind of ancient magic. Ahead of you, there's a pit that looks very much like the pit that you saw in the bunker and very much like the pit that you saw originally when you woke up in the slightly different bunker that Rusty wouldn't know was just one level below the bunker where you were encased in the tree. Also, you see around you, in front of you, thousands of those orbs. Thousands of them. Again, Rusty wouldn't know this, but at one time, all those orbs had fused together into a great clockwork amalgam, a creature that probably would have spelt death to any traveler or adventurer. But at the moment, all those orbs are kept dormant by Mother's magic. Whatever Mother did earlier is still affecting even these orbs. It's as though she reached through all space and all time, and wherever these creatures were, she immobilized them all. But Rusty sees that they are starting to stir. You might see a wing flip here or there. You might see one of them just roll slightly. All of their eyes still gazing this way and that. They can't control it, but they're still looking. They see you, and they take note of you. And some of them are just angry enough to begin moving. But ahead of you, you see another door, and through that door, shining a light, a white, bright, brilliant light. And you know in your heart, your core, you know from the voice of Mother that somehow that door is home.
Rusty is not going to waste any time. Just the pure instinct to live and move forward, and letting out a uncharacteristic before, but almost beastly roar with this metallic twang to it from the not vocal cords, but the crystal, and from the non-bionic components of Rusty's body. Just runs full sprint, stepping and stomping on these watchers crushed beneath his feet. Full sprint towards that door.
As luck would have it, as you're running, as you're moving, maybe it's just your sudden appearance, maybe it's the sudden urgency. Many of these orbs do start once more flipping, flattering, flopping their wings, trying to get up, trying to get moving again, trying to get at you, trying to stop you. Maybe one or two, as you run by, shoot you with that beam. Others are beginning to form together. They're making some kind of great serpentine beast. But it's too late. Because Rusty makes it to the door, you grab the handle, you fling it open. You're bathed in white light, and you step through, feeling hope. The end?
I gotta know what's behind the door. I gotta know what's behind the door. Access? What's behind the door?
For Rusty, what's behind that door is hope and home and escape. Rusty made it. One way or another, Rusty made it home.
I still have so many questions. Like, Rusty's just like home back in like in the clearing, the deep woods that he was created to protect. Just there, just snap.
Possibly. In a way, I think maybe that's up to Rusty.
Rusty's drive is to live, to go home, to be where Rusty's roots are supposed to be. Not false roots, not false earth.
Yeah.
Just that longing for true life.
Yeah. And I think definitely this fulfills that for Rusty. wherever it is that you find yourself next, it is a place of goodness and light and contentment and truth.
Access, I still have so many questions.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
I mean, Rusty sure as hell wasn't going to stick around to try to interrogate these things or wait for them to form this amalgamation of a giant metal serpentine beast thing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But me, the player? Access, I need more info.
Well, season 2.
You got me with the cliffhanger, Access.
Yep. So, actually, you during this episode, you set so many things in motion that are definitely going to have a deep and profound impact on how
Oh
season
yeah,
2 plays
what's
out.
going on with Uni?
Yeah.
What's going on with Uni? I need to know.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be really wonderful what we decide to do next, and I just want to thank you so much. You brought so much life to this character. Rusty lives forever in our hearts, and now forever in home.
And maybe forever in amiibo form.
Yes. Yeah, we need this. We need this. I'll reach out to Nintendo right away.
Yeah, excellent, fantastic.
So thank you for your time. Thank you for being with us. Rusty marketable plush win. I love it.
I would buy a Rusty plushie.
Absolutely. No, again, I really love getting to work with you, and I know dog busy all the time. But at the same time, like, we really need to do more things together if at all possible. I know both of us have a lot going on, and life is a thing, but I want to hang out more. If that's all right with you, I would love to do more collabs and things.
I would absolutely love to, and if you don't mind me taking a moment to do a little bit of a self-shilling for myself.
Absolutely.
There might be more opportunity to do that, Puppy-Sensei.
Yay!
So, to introduce myself to everyone in the crowd watching this and who have gone along with Rusty's journey, which, by the way, if you somehow got this far and only watched this episode and didn't watch episode 2 of this, please watch the other Rusty episode, because, boy, there's a lot of stuff from there that builds up to what you saw here. But hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and going through this. I'm Gone with Law, but please feel free to just call me Law. I'm just like XS. I'm a fellow streamer, more on the hobby side. Not quite the wonderful professional she is.
Thank you.
But I am a fellow VTuber here. If you catch me streaming, I'll be on Twitch with variety gaming content, everything from retro games, RPGs, maybe more tabletop stuff like this. If you saw me before, you'll see I look a little bit different here. This is my 2.0 model. This is being recorded before the official debut. XS is actually the first one getting a little peek here at what I look like. I don't think this episode's coming out until after it's coming out. You said Halloween is coming out,
Today should be Halloween. Today should be Halloween. Yay! Happy Halloween, everyone.
I will have been happy Halloween, y'all. I hope the Blood Lake and the Zombie Dragon were enough for you. Lord knows I was scared and terrified throughout that entire thing. So yeah, I will have officially re-debuted by then, and actually maybe be streaming this weekend, as a matter of fact. So be on the lookout for that. I want to leverage my online presence here and my content to just share things that I love, connect with others, just like I've formed this wonderful connection with you, XS. You've been such a good friend and compatriot through a lot of things here, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And I want to use this platform that I have, as small as it may be, to, also share things that I'm passionate about and the causes I'm passionate about here. I'm considering, in addition to, gaming variety content, maybe doing some charity support. I have an IRL background in professional nonprofit fundraising, and I'm actually even back in school right now doing some graduate level work for
Oh,
that.
awesome.
And I just want to share with all of you out there watching this, because XS has done some fundraisers in the past, collaborated with a lot of folks, and XS is offers to you, it's to everyone out there. Um, I want to do my part to help champion so many of these worthwhile causes that are more important now than ever. So, if any of you need assistance with any charity or fundraising work or strategic planning for that, let me know. I have the professional experience in that, and I just want to be able to support you and support the world and people that really need it. Um, if you want to get a hold of me, if you want to follow me, check out my own content. I'm mostly on Twitch and Blue Sky. I may also have a YouTube channel I'll be doing VODs and clips for, but you'll see an announcement on Blue Sky later for that.
Nice.
I'm gone with law everywhere, and thank you, XS, for the platform. Thank you for continuing to engage with me here to bring me back into Rusty's journey. It's been such a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and I'm so thankful.
Thank you. And thank you for your kindness and for the advocacy that you do. I think taking an active role in trying to make the lives of all people better is
Mm-hmm.
such an important cause for me. And I think kindness is something that drives everything that I do. Um, I have always said that if there's anything that I can do in the VTuber space, if there's any one
Mm-hmm.
thing that I want to do more than anything else, it's not to become famous, it's not to make $1 million, it's not to be the next big streamer. I want to be somebody who reaches out to other streamers who are doing good works, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
help them get their voices heard, and just be able to accomplish the goals that we all set out to do. Of course, at heart, I'm a Japanese teacher, right? That's what I am.
Uh-huh.
And my goal is always to help people chase their stars, and it doesn't matter if those stars are to be able to get good at Japanese or to change the world one person at a time. And so I'm just so thankful that you're working hard in that respect, and for your wonderful, wonderful, generous offer. I will have some charities coming up that I want to do really soon. We're getting close to the holiday season, and that's a season when
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
worry about people. So we're definitely gonna, let's work on that, and
Absolutely.
yeah, let's change some people's lives.
Yeah, we're stronger together.
Absolutely, 100%. So, thank you. And again, I know this was a little weird. Ordinarily in these episodes, I would have introduced you right away. But I,
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted this to be a very special surprise. Yeah, a
Yeah, yeah.
big reveal, and I'm just so happy that you came back, and we got to spend more time with Rusty.
I'm happy Rusty got the happy ending
Hmm.
that Rusty deserved.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And what a very strange pair. Like, I have to like just absolutely look at the audience right now out there.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know we have never fudged the numbers on this series. The fact that Rusty in your first episode failed
Mm-hmm.
that role so spectacularly in that moment,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
now the kind of like perfect karmic retribution in the opposite way,
Mm-hmm.
right, where you
Mm-hmm.
got that crit and I just happened to draw that sudden death. um Amazing, saved by a nat 20, just perfect.
Live by the die, die by the die.
Yeah, yeah.
And Rusty got to experience the full dichotomy of
Yeah.
that.
I had to do some real quick work because I wasn't a
Mm-hmm.
hundred
Mm-hmm.
percent certain that you really were gonna survive that third fight. It was pretty even, and I think it could have gone either way. But I'm so happy with the way it worked out. It's so perfect, so
Oh,
fitting.
believe me, I'm happy too.
Yay. um, well, you're amazing, and thank you. I'm so proud of you. Can I say that? Can I say that I'm
Oh,
proud of you
thank
and
you. That's so
happy for
sweet of
you?
you.
Yeah, and I really really love your new model. Really happy with it. I hope you love it too.
Yeah, I'm happy too. And XS, you still haven't seen the half of it. I've got people who have seen it by now, like a lot of toggles and fun little things with it. It'll be
Oh,
much more expressive than in the past.
yay!
So
Hi everyone! Thanks so much for watching today's episode. I'm sure you already know by now, but I'm Puppy-Sensei, your puppy girl Japanese teacher VTuber of Irium US. I make Japanese language content to help you level up your abilities. And I have my own Apawcalypse. Today's episode of Puppy-Sensei's Pathfinder Apawcalypse was a little bit different. This was our season 1 finale, in addition to being a little bit of a Halloween special. After today, I'm going to take a few months off of the production of these episodes. I've got a few pretty major projects that are about to roll out that are going to take me away from Pathfinder for just a little bit, but don't worry, I have every intention of returning to Puppy-Sensei's Pathfinder Apawcalypse after a brief hiatus. And we're planning on adding some fresh voices to our crew as well and increasing the production value a little bit. I also would like to take a moment to thank Law so very much for agreeing to bring Rusty back for today's episode. We absolutely loved the spirit that he brought to everyone's favorite automaton buddy, and I cannot think of a better end to this season. If you would, please, please, please go and follow Law if you haven't done so already. Gone with Law is one of my very, very, very best friends that I truly look up to in this community and really, really does some just amazing things. And yeah, I'm just really glad to have such a great friend. Also, I should say, if you're a VTuber, a content creator, or even just a fan, and you're interested in appearing as a guest during Season 2, act now. Spots really are filling up quite fast. So, there's an availability there if you want to get in on this action. Just let me run your character through a gauntlet and ultimately kill you. Unless you get very, very lucky and get Mother on your side or something like that. Anyway, as a final, very tangentially related announcement, I'm going to be part of the Irium Our First Year Festival on November 15th. I'll actually be singing Eep. But also, I recommend that you check it out because I'll be sporting a flashy new fit. In the meantime, please take good care of yourselves. Matane!
The editor has to listen to my silly song. Taking a break, getting a snack. Not me, I still got my tea. You gotta edit out this song so no one can hear it. It's our little editing secret. Or maybe you do put that in, just make me look really silly during the downtime.